What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the New and Experienced Investor podcast. Today, we have an amazing guest with us. We're talking about how to get more deals through networking, marketing. It's definitely a show you don't want to miss. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Alex Barnett. I'm the new guy.
That was a big, and
That's right.
the experienced investor. So that I guess that's me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Joe Holmes here.
That makes you
the experienced investor.
Sure does. Just like I said, we have an amazing guest. He helps real estate investors and agents build out their networks utilizing technology. How cool is that?
That's where we're headed.
That's right. So jump on the train now. But before we bring him on, we just want to remind everybody about our upcoming meetup that we have.
October 27th, Hangar 24, 6 o'clock. Our guest is Adam Nishikawa.
Yes.
He's going to talk about 1031 exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
So, really important stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really important stuff.
Yep. It helps with your wealth building, helps saving taxes, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
The reason you're in real estate, people. I always like to remind you guys that the show is live right now, so share this far and wide with any new or experienced investor in your life and jump in the chat. Put some questions in there, some hard-hitting ones.
We are the number one podcast in Laguna Hills.
That's right, and that's all because of you guys helping us out. So thank you so much. So let's go ahead, jump right into it. Let's bring our guest in. Today we have an amazing guest with us, Woo Kim. Woo, how you doing?
Hello, everybody. It's great to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we were just talking about this. It's very cool to have people back so we can see what they've done in the last year. So why don't you go ahead for everybody that's new, give them an insight into your background and, how you got into working in the real estate space and what you're doing now.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. For those of you that do remember me, my name is Woo Kim. And those of you who don't know me, my name is also Woo Kim. That wouldn't change. I own a company called LynkMe.co. I started this company as a college project while I was at Cal State Fullerton. And since then, I was able to get into the real estate industry because I have a lot of friends in real estate. I love real estate myself. And what we do is we help agents modernize their brand using digital technology.
Perfect. Look at you with the elevator pitch.
Very good.
Are you guys sold?
Yeah.
We're sold.
Yeah.
We were sold last time.
Right. So, okay. Yeah. So, maybe you could go into the product a little bit more into depth and exactly what it is, and then we'll jump off from there.
Sure. I think that last year I was here, I was talking about our first and only branch at the time. That was LynkMe Cards. It's a digital business cards, designed for real estate industries and networking, salespeople, all that good stuff. And since then, I think I was just myself with an assistant. So it was just basically just myself. I wore all the hats.
Yep.
And I hated it because, you're doing sales, marketing, fulfillment, customer success, all that stuff. And so since then, we grew our team to a second vertical, which is LynkMe Suite. That's the branding and online presence side. And we grew our team to 10. So I'm no longer myself. And if you guys are watching this, love you guys. So yeah.
Wow.
10.
Dang.
Wow.
So now you're overseeing the team, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think that I would be able to, but
all right,
it's great.
Yeah.
So you started with the cards, which I have, by the way. I love the card. Then now you branched off, because I was on not a podcast, but a webinar of yours that you did the other day. Now you've branched off into marketing.
Correct.
So who are you helping with their marketing, and go into what it is that you're doing?
Sure. So as you guys know, we helped thousands of real estate professionals with their digital business card. And if you don't know what digital business card is, digital business card has your photo, contact info, your site, socials, videos, all that good stuff, which means my team and I got to look at thousands of real estate professionals' online presence, and we analyzed them. And turns out a lot of real estate professionals in the digital age still don't have an online presence. In other words, when people Google your name, there's another agent that shows up from a different brokerage. Or if you do pop up, you don't have enough reviews or track record, you're not building trust. And so we kept seeing the same common mistakes. And frankly, a lot of agents came to us and they asked, hey, what else do you do? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And so we felt the need to develop a product where not only do we help agents with their digital business cards, but overall improving their online presence across Google, their sites, their socials, their branding. So that's what we do. And a big part of that is, I'm sure you guys are aware, with AI, a lot of clients now are finding agents by asking ChatGPT or Gemini, like, hey, give me 3 best realtors in Laguna Hills. And if I, as a buyer, if I get recommended to 3 agents by AI, I'm going to research them and I'm probably going to start calling them up. And so it's really important to have a digital footprint in this era. And if you don't, I think it's safe to say you don't exist if you're not being found online. So that's why we started offering this type of service, and it's called LynkMe Suites.
That's if you want to be found online.
That's true. Yeah, I don't want anyone to know where I'm at.
No?
Yeah.
Well, because you're not a licensed real estate agent.
Yeah,
If you were, then you would be calling him because you want
sure.
people to find you.
No, definitely. Definitely. And you're so right about the ChatGPT thing. I mean, it wasn't really, I don't think it was built for a search. It's kind of like you put in prompts, it's supposed to give you information back. But that's just, it's kind of become the new Google. Right. So I've been seeing more things like that pop up of how you can rank within ChatGPT. So I think that's great. You guys are on the forefront of that, especially being an agent. Find me an agent in X city. You want to be at the top of that list. I mean, That's huge lead flow for sure.
100%. And it's funny you bring that up because when ChatGPT first came out, people mainly used it for like, oh, how do I code or brainstorm with me? But now you can actually buy products directly from ChatGPT. And I had a friend who purchased the flight ticket along with all the hotels, and ChatGPT mapped out his entire itinerary for the trip, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. So that's where we're headed. Mm-hmm. So my guess is ChatGPT will start running ads within its own platform. It's kind of like Google ads, but GPT ads is my guess. I'm excited to see how that looks in the future.
So if you ask who's the best agent in Laguna Hills, if they're starting to run ads, are they going to give that person as the number one pick? Is that where you think that this is headed?
I think that's where
this is the first I've heard of that. That's a great idea. Hopefully chat is not listening because, they're going to own the world here pretty soon. But is that where you think it's headed? I
think so. It's like Google. When Google first came out, it was just a general knowledge base where you can search anything and it'll show you results based on what you give it, right? And Google Ads now, when you ask it like, hey, real estate agents in Chino Hills, if you run Google Ads, you're one of the top ones that show up as sponsored.
Okay.
Yeah. So same thing for ChatGPT. My guess is if you ask it, hey, give me a product recommendation, and if you happen to be running ChatGPT ads, then you might be the first people or first product to pop up. That's my guess, and I think it's already happening.
Okay.
That's huge.
That's interesting.
Yeah. What are some things like when you analyze these agents? I mean, what is the percentage of them that are just? I mean, they maybe have a website that their broker gave them, but that's about it. Because what was really cool about LynkMe was you put in all your Instagram, YouTube, or all your links right there, so people can get to know you, your brand, all that kind of stuff. How many people just had their name, number, email, and that was it?
So many people, way too many people than I would have liked. Hence why we're doing this now. I'll say this: when we looked at 3,000 real estate agents' online presence just as a data set. And we found, I don't have the exact data in my head, but more than 70% of agents didn't have a Google business profile. You guys know what Google business profile is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where you can put your picture, service area, you can get Google reviews. More than 70% didn't have a Google page, which is huge. And more than 50% of agents didn't have optimized Instagram bio. For example, if I'm a real estate agent and I have my Instagram, a lot of them have their username as something like LMB Lemon 47. It's like, how do you expect people to find you?
Yeah.
You got to put in your first name, last name, realtor, or real estate, or homes, right? But so many agents had their username as some random characters. And another thing is, this is actually the biggest mistakes that I saw agents make on their social media is they don't put their contact information in their bio. So it's like, how do you expect people to call you if you don't put your phone number in your bio?
Yeah.
And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, is that from my experience, a lot of people with listings or properties, investment properties, they're in the older age group, boomer and that kind of age group, and they're not going to DM you. They're looking for a phone number to call. So if you're a real estate agent or investor watching this and listening to this, please put your contact info in your bio, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Make it easy for people to contact you. And if you're worried about stalkers, you can always get what's called a Google Voice number. It's a simple number. I think you pay like $8 to Google. Google gives you a number. When somebody calls that number, Google picks it up first. And it asks them, hey, who are you? What's your name? And why are you calling? Google will pick it up first. And then Google will call you and say, hey, Jacob's calling. And he's looking to buy a home, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to pick up? So if you're worried about stalkers, then that's the route you can take. But at the very least, put your email in there. It's my recommendation.
I have a Google Voice. I've had it for a long time, and it is my business number for my brokerage as well. And since I'm the broker, my number goes on every listing. And I was literally getting inundated with calls like, Jay, Joe, what about your listing on 123 Main Street? It's not my listing. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, it's got your number on it. So my son, who's into this tech and stuff, said, well, let's do this. Let's put AI to answer those calls for you. And it identifies this number as a brokerage number. You're calling a brokerage. Who are you looking for? And it asks, are you looking for an agent? Are you a buyer? Or are you a seller? And if it says agent, then it literally goes through my contact list, finds the agent, and gives them the number.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
And that way, I don't even have to deal with that at all. And if it's a buyer, obviously, I want that call. So it transfers that call to me, but they've already identified themselves as a buyer or a seller. And, oh, my God, it's really like night and day. I mean, I was answering 10 to 15 calls a day. And now, maybe one or two, if that much, get transferred to me. There's, ways to bypass the system and, just say, connect me with Joe. And so it connects me. And it's an agent, but then I have to go through the process of it's not my listing, I'm the brokerage and blah, blah, blah. But, I think that's definitely where we're headed. So explain to me, if I'm a brand new agent client looking to hire your services, what is it that you do? What is it that you offer?
It's a great question. So before I can offer them anything, I first take a look at what they have, right? So we do an audit of their current online setup where I show them, hey, when people are Googling your name, this is what they're saying. This is what they're saying after that. And this is what they're saying after that. So I walk them through the series of kind of customer journey, if you will, as to what people see when they research you. And I help them realize, okay, here are some areas that we need to work on. So first thing first, on the front end, well, let me do this. In online presence, there are really three pillars. So first is your Google presence. Second is your website. Third is branding/social media. So we look at all three of these pillars, and then I say, hey, if you want to kind of take your Google presence and make it look better like this, then we can work on XYZ, like Google Business Profile, getting you more reviews. And in terms of website, if you don't have a website, you absolutely need a website. And so that's something we can help you with that as well. And so on branding side too, the goal is to look like the same business and or company everywhere. So by that, what I mean is when we look at an agent, so many times this is what we see. We Google an agent, they have a picture that's 10 years old on their website.
Their high school photo.
Yes, that looks nothing like them. And a picture with their dog on their Instagram, and a picture with their husband on their Facebook. So when consumers Google you or researching you, they're doing this: Facebook, YouTube, Google page, website. And if you have a different picture or different branding across all of these platforms, what are you doing? you're creating confusion, and confused people don't take action. And so that's something that we help too, is we basically have their brand consistency look cohesive across all platforms. So Google, website, branding is what we kind of specialize in helping real estate professionals.
So that's a great point because, I hire agents all the time and especially the brand new ones. And I tell them exactly what you just said. Have some sort of online presence and make it consistent along the way. I think that's really important. The other thing is, there's a lot of brokerages that supply a website for the agents and stuff. And I always tell them, I said, number one, you need your own. Okay, like mine is my name, joeholmes.com. That's easy. Okay, it'll be mine forever. Nobody can take it away from me. If I change brokerages, it's still mine. And I think that's what you have to kind of look at along the way, is that you have that presence. And then the other thing agents ask me is, what about a business number? Which number should I put on there? Should I put the brokerage number on there? And I go, oh my God, no. It's like, why would you do that? Well, I don't want these calls. It's like, don't put my number on there or the brokerage number. No, nowhere on there. It should be your number that you have. It's your personal number, whether it's a Google Voice number or something else, if you want to remain a little bit private. If not, just give up the privacy shit and just supply your number out there, because believe me, everybody has what they need. If they need to get a hold of you, they'll find it. Right? There's no secrets anymore, is there?
No, we can find just about everything online.
Yeah. I mean, if you started off at 1 and you wanted to stay offline, then you better not do anything.
Yeah.
You just literally, no social media, no phone, no nothing.
Yeah.
That's the only way to stay private, because there's nothing really private anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's all out there.
I agree.
Yeah.
And can I just add one more thing to what you just said?
Yeah, absolutely. We're interviewing you. I'm just, giving you some help here. Go ahead.
You mentioned that most brokerages would provide them with a brokerage site.
Yeah.
And I want to quickly touch on that. Is we recently worked with a client. I wouldn't say his name, but basically he was part of a group within a brokerage. So when we look at his online presence, everything about his brand was, let's just say his team leader was John Smith. It was John Smith Real Estate Group. Mm-hmm. His website said John Smith Real Estate Group. And the gentleman that came to me as my help is an individual agent under John Smith Real Estate Group. So when we looked at his branding, everything said John Smith Real Estate Group. And on his website, it says johnsmithrealestategroup.com/agents/ our client's name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so looking at it, it's like, okay, well, if I'm researching you and I Google your name, I go to your website, it says John Smith Real Estate Group, and you just look like just another agent from this team, what's stopping me from calling the team leader? Because that guy looks like a badass agent with 5 people on his team. I want to work with him.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with one of his buyer agent. You know what I mean? And so what we ended up doing for him was establishing his personal brand while still keeping his group kind of branding under, because you to stay compliance with branding guidelines, you kind of have to use their team branding as well. But the most important thing is exactly what you said. Having a domain name that's your first last name.com. And if your name is pretty common, it's probably taken already. So do something like johnsmithre.com, or you can get creative with permutations of your name, like johnsmithrealestate.com, johnsmithhomes.com. So I really loved what you just said there.
Yeah, and I think that's super, super important, because I see agents that, like you were saying earlier with the Instagram handles and stuff like that. It's like, who is that? ABC123 or whatever. Mm-hmm. It needs to be your name. It needs to be personal to you, because that's how people are going to find you.
Absolutely. And if your username is not your name, when people Google your name, that social media profile is not going to show up.
No.
Exactly.
No, not at all. No, just get over the privacy stuff.
No, get over the privacy stuff.
Keep it personal.
Yeah, it's a lead source. It honestly is. When I transitioned into being the mobile home guy, then I leaned into it. Now all of a sudden I have people just sending it to me, sending me deals, because they know I flip mobile homes, buy mobile homes. Mm-hmm. So You got to lean into it. You got to, you got to get over, being shy, especially if you want to create a business out of this, industry. So
Yeah. And I like that too. You made it a niche, and that's really good too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that you can only just have one website. You can have multiple websites, like he could be alexbarnett.com, Alex Barnett, the mobile home flipper. He could have all that stuff online,
Yeah.
So they find him.
Yeah, until they find him, and whatever happens, happens. But as long as you're doing everything above board, you have nothing to worry about. That's what I always say.
What's doing something not above board?
I wouldn't even know. I can't even think of anything.
What would you do?
I can't even think of anything. I can't even think of an example right now.
Well, then why'd you bring that up?
I'm just saying, if you're scared of people finding you, that's usually
that's different. That's like you committed a robbery and
sure
you're hiding from the cops or something.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an agent client who came to us first, and he told me, I'm not getting any clients online. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have all this. I have Instagram, I have Facebook. And we dug in, and we found his social media accounts were freaking private. So people couldn't see his content.
Right.
Only his followers were able to see his content. I'm like, dude, your profiles are private. You got to change that to public.
Yeah.
And so small things like that, just minute things really add up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so you go into the basics, okay, and then what do you do? Like, do you like help them put out content? What is it that you do for them?
So we don't do content management, or we don't post for you, just because I'm sure you guys have seen this before too. It's like a lot of agents like to hire social media marketing agencies where they're posting, happy Halloween, or here's a chili recipe, or happy Thanksgiving. Those like generic picture posts, they just don't work. You get like 3 likes and no one cares. And so for your content to really work, from my experience, it really has to be a video of your talking head, or you giving them a virtual tour of the property, or just you in action, like something. It has to be you in a video. If you're not doing that, if you're just posting pictures, I'll give you an example. Do you guys know agents that are posting just sold, just listed Canva picture flyers?
Yeah.
And I always tell them, it's like, I come from a place of love, but like no one gives a shit. Am I supposed to? Am I allowed to say that? Okay.
You're good.
No one gives a shit. It's because like to a consumer's eye, when agents post just listed or just sold, it's like, well, no shit. That's kind of your job. It's like the same thing as
yeah,
right? So it's like, let me give you an example, is if you followed your dentist on social media and he posts just clean teeth, it's like, what does that make you feel? Like, that's kind of your job.
Yeah.
And so a better way to go about that is, if you just sold a property, saying something like, just sold, 30K over asking, here's how we did it, and just tell that story as a talking head. Or just sold and closed in 14 days, here's how we did it. Or if you don't want to be in a video, and like a lot of people are shy like that, just take your phone, give them a virtual tour of the property. Best part, you don't even have to be in the video. Fast forward the video, put in background music, and boom, you have content. A lot of people love staring at nice houses. That's why we see so many of these shows, like flipping shows. Like, people just love looking at nice homes. So if you don't want to talk in front of the camera, just do a lot of virtual tours. And I have friends that are doing that, and they just crush it. A lot of views, a lot of engagement. Sorry, I kind of forgot your question.
And the 3 likes you were talking about, is that mom, dad, and sister?
Mom, dad, and their dog.
And their dog. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Got it. Yeah, that's about right. Alex does a great job because he does the walkthrough, but his face is on there. And he does a walkthrough of mobile homes, single families, contractors in the background falling off ladders and stuff like that. So that's very entertaining. I watch him when I need to go to bed at night.
Nice.
Just put that on, and
Nice.
I watch all the chaos, and I go, okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. But you're totally right. Like, people, HGTV is popular for a reason. People love seeing the inside of homes, whether it's your house, whether you're listing it or not. You can use it as production value. You can go in and I don't know if this is actually, if you're allowed to do this, but if you're not showing a property, are you allowed to go in and like walk around if you have okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So you can go to these houses and you can make some videos, make some content, and you get the production value of the house.
I had an agent reach out on one of my listings, and he said just that. He said, can I go over there and do some video content? And yeah, why not? You know, who's it going to benefit? A little bit of him, but it's also going to benefit me, because if somebody sees the house and they like what they see inside, then obviously they'll call him and put a deal together. Right. So it works out good for everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Unless you're doing
and he was very nice that he asked.
Yeah.
He didn't need to ask.
Oh,
He's an agent. He can get in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm never going to see it. You know, it's like, what, I follow him? No, I don't even know who he was, you know, until he told me. So, yeah, no, agents do that all the time.
There you go.
They should be.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're going in there and saying, like, these are the 5 things you do not want to do on a flip.
That would be a little problem.
Rude.
Yeah,
No.
that would be a little bit of a problem.
That would be rude. Okay. So
Yeah.
don't do that.
No, you need to be positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. So yeah, all right. Well, back to, you know, the suite.
Sweet. Super sweet.
I love the super suite. I mean, beyond helping them with the 3 pillars, is there anything else like that goes into it? I mean, once they have all that, like, what do they do with it?
That's a great question. So let's just say, you know, you went from being invisible or not looking professional to looking professional. You have everything you need. Next question is, okay, how do you actually get recommended now? Sure, you can door knock, you can send mailers, flyers, kiss babies, shake hands. But with the way we're headed, it's really about getting more exposure from AI. And so the next thing we work on is doing what's called on-page AI SEO. So you guys know what SEO is, right? Search engine optimization, but for AI specifically. So these are short blog posts that you make on your website. Things like the best buyer's agent in Chino Hills. You just title your blog post that. Something people are asking in ChatGPT or Gemini. You title those blog posts to the exact question people are already asking, and then you basically try to sell yourself and the blog itself. Here's the reason why Jennifer Smith is the #1 buyer's agent in Chino Hills, something like that. And we do that for every one of your niche. Relocation, if you do a divorce, we write a blog about your divorce. So being able to be found by AI is going to be huge moving forward. Once we do that, the next thing that I recommend, which we don't do this yet, is working on the generic SEO for Google, Bing, and Microsoft, because people still look for on Google. A lot of people still don't look in ChatGPT. So if people search like agents in Chino Hills on Google, you want to optimize your site and your socials in a way that the Google searches still show you. That's just SEO. But I think moving forward, there's going to be a heavier emphasis on AI SEO is what we're seeing right now.
Is that pretty expensive to do?
It depends so let me give you an example. Like if you want to be the top search, I'm just talking about Google here. If you want to show up as the #1 agent when people look up best agent in Laguna Beach, yeah, it's going to run you like $5,000 a month. I mean, you're going to have a big SEO agency working behind you, just constantly publishing new articles, getting you featured. But if you want to be known as top 3 real estate agents for divorce in Chino Hills, as you get more niched, it's going to be a little easier and it's not going to cost you as much. So yeah.
Yeah.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, because you got to think your competition is spending so much. I mean, even when it comes down to the pay-per-click and the ads, if you're I buy houses in Orange County, there are people spending like $500,000 a month to get those leads
easily.
So if you're trying to get a piece of that pie, you're gonna have to throw down.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but I mean, if you think about it, and they're getting Orange County flips, their return is probably pretty good. You know,
500,000 a month.
A month. Yeah,
That's a lot
people
of
down
money.
in San Diego spending like $1 million a month on ads.
Easily,
you know?
could, yeah.
If you make $10 million a month,
You know, my dad used to play the lottery all the time, and I used to tell him, you know what? Just give me the money, okay?
Yeah.
Because like you never win,
Right.
So you know,
That's fair.
at least I'll benefit from it.
Yeah, invest.
You know, and he goes, well, what if I hit the number? And I go, well, yeah, we'll talk about that when you hit the number. But till then, give me the money, you know?
Speaking of lottery, I was just outside of the building when I was on YouTube, and I saw. You guys know the guy that won $2.1 billion in the
In Altadena?
recent,
Yeah.
and he's buying all the properties in LA that burned down.
Right.
He's spending
really?
millions of dollars buying
Yeah.
those properties.
Wow.
So that might be the guy.
That's
you might have to be
not
careful.
like a buy and hold situation.
It
there.
is, yeah.
Yeah,
but
because they're not going to let you build on
No.
it, until we kick some of these people out of there. And who knows when that's going to happen?
the articles I've been seeing is like he's rebuilding LA himself with the Powerball money. I feel like I feel like he's just buying up, distressed properties, and normally people would maybe look down upon that, but maybe because he comes from the area. That's the spin I saw. I don't know how they were pitching it when you saw it. Was it?
I
It
just
was
saw the headline and I
Powerball.
walked in here.
Yeah, yeah. But the one I saw was like Powerball winner rebuilds his hometown. And then it was just like he's just taking the $1 billion and buying up these lots. I was like,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you can't depreciate land.
no.
So
Yeah.
it's like I don't know that spending your money that way is going to get you a good return at the end of the day.
It's land banking in LA. It's. I think it's going to pay off.
I guess you're hoping that I
It's
did
$2
see
billion,
I did see Adam Carolla's blog the other day, and he keeps an eye on what's going on down there, and they're starting to sell the lots right on Malibu, right on the beach, for $7 and $8 million for those lots,
Yeah,
just for the lot.
just for the lot.
Can I borrow $8 million, Joe?
Yeah, no kidding. Just
There's
give it
one-
to me.
Well, there's one down by us in Dana Point, $8 million lot, and then you could probably build for like $2 million,
Yeah.
sell it for 20.
How big is the
Well,
lot?
how come you haven't been doing that?
Well, I was going to bring it up to you, but I was I'm not going to do it by myself.
Well, how long would it take you to build something there?
I don't know, like 18 months.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we need to
could be
find a
worth
hard
it.
money lender.
could be worth it.
I don't know if they're going to lend just on land.
Probably not. I mean,
No.
if you have the plans, maybe. I think if you have the plans and the permits, they'll lend too. But
Yeah.
I don't have as much experience building luxury custom homes. But anywho, we'll look at it later. But yeah, that's when it comes to this business, it's not the lottery. It's you putting in the work. It's you getting found. And that's what it's all about. So
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, how did you end up working with real estate agents in general? I mean, why just real estate agents? Or are there any other like industries you're getting into?
Yes. I don't have a sexy answer for that, Alex. The real reason why I got into real estate is because the first person who bought my stuff was an agent.
Okay.
And so I thought to myself, well, if he bought it, then his friends would probably want it. And those also happen to be real estate agents. And so I just kind of like double down on real estate. We're now starting to work with chiropractors, dentists, solar sales industries, expanding out. But I personally love real estate myself. And yeah, I won't share my future plans, but I'll be hitting you guys up.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, it's a great niche to be in, and like you said, there's so many people that they probably have money. Let's say they're doing 1 or 2 deals a year. You got enough money to spend on marketing, so that's where you come in. And then if they find that that's what you're helping them with, I think it's a great way to go.
Cool. I agree.
I love your digital card. I share it all the time. I still do. I carry, because I'm a boomer. Okay. I carry, a regular business card, but it's easier just to share it on my phone. Everybody has a phone.
Mhm.
It's a lot easier to share it that way. And, hopefully they put it into their contacts and,
Yeah.
you call.
Yeah.
Out of all the people that you're doing your, LynkMe cards with, real estate agents, who do you think shares most cards? Like, yeah, in the old days, like if you went to a conference, what kind of conference would that be where people would be sharing their cards? I don't know if dentists share cards. They've got cards there if you go there and get your teeth cleaned,
Yeah.
but
They have it at the front of their office.
Yeah. So, I mean, real estate is definitely a big group. What other group of people like to share cards?
So from our internal data, the two groups of people that share cards the most, like above real estate agents, are NHD people and title reps. Because they're more volume. They don't make as much per transaction. So they constantly have to be, there has to be everywhere. They have to be here, and they have to be in LA this morning and San Diego at night. And so we found that NHD and title reps are the ones sharing their cards the most.
Yeah.
And real estate agents too.
They will, they show up here sometimes and they'll leave like stacks of, like papers and flyers and all here, get all this stuff out. And we never really look at it.
Yeah, it goes in the round file.
Take it to the bonfire.
Yeah, it goes in the round file.
I'm like, how much are you guys spending on this stuff?
Yeah. No, they used to spend a lot more, believe me.
They could wine and dine you, right?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Freaking
you missed out on that.
Yeah,
They had a bigger allowance.
You definitely missed out on it.
That's how business should be. You should be able to wine and dine people. I don't see
that's
why
what it used to be. The medical industry, I think, is still like that.
Yeah.
Medical reps and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They have to go to doctor's office and stuff. And I could here's 10 examples of whatever this medicine is. And, hey, if you want me to take the office out for, dinner, just let me know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
take that offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure they're still like
Yeah,
that.
no, they are.
Maybe
They
not,
are.
but I'm pretty
No,
sure
they are. They are for sure. I don't see the reason of like getting rid of that in real estate. Why did they do that?
Oh, they did it because they said it was unfair that obviously unless you're liberal or a Democrat, okay, you think everything comes for free. It doesn't come for free. So they have this giant budget that they're spending on you and me and Woo, but nobody else. But they have to account for that stuff, so their title policies go up. And so now they're saying now they don't have to pay for that stuff. So hopefully title policies go down. And I'm not picking on title people, but that's the reasoning that, they decided to do that. Did they go down?
No.
Yeah, no, they didn't go down.
Yeah.
Their spending went down, but no.
I mean, more profit for someone.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day. Yeah.
Classic business move.
Yeah.
I like that. Can you do that again?
Classic business move. Okay. Well, like, what are some, because we're on the topic of these digital business cards, and you kind of came up with some good tips last time, but now that let's say everybody adopts these digital business cards, at least with the paper cards, it's like in your pocket, maybe you see it on your desk later. Once it's in my phone, maybe I have no idea who I met last time, and I don't even think of them again. What are some ways that you can be at the top of the list?
That's honestly the biggest question / feedback that I get from our clients is that, hey, I share my card, but like, how do I make it easy for them to contact me? And I always tell them like, hey, can I be real with you? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, you expect them to call you and you're the agent? The goal is to make it easy for people to give you their contact info so you can follow up. So like exactly what we were talking about earlier, Joe, is like, instead of just having people take your paper card or scan your QR code, which they can just forget about, you ask them, hey, let me send you my card. What's your number? You send them your card. You have their number. And it is your job to follow up with them yourself. They're not going to call you.
That's the move.
Let me ask you this. I literally just thought of this now. It's like, when you do that, is there some way where you can put it into some sort of CRM that says, reach out to this person automatically, reach out to this person once a week or twice a month or whatever? Is there some system?
That is a great question, Joe. And the answer is a yes. And so whoever that you connect with, I'm talking specifically about LynkMe cards. I don't know other digital business cards like that, but specifically for LynkMe cards, when you connect with somebody, their information goes into your database, CRM of your choice. And so let's just say you use, I don't know, a popular one is Follow Up Boss, or there's like Lofty. The prospect's contact info will go into your Follow Up Boss. And then within your Follow Up Boss, you'll see all the new contacts that you connected with. And your Follow Up Boss will remind you, and you can send out like drip campaigns or whatever you want to do. But we take care of the part where you connect with somebody new, they're now in your database, and you do whatever you want to do with that. We just take care of that front part. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I just signed up for Lofty the other day. So how do I get that link to my Lofty account?
I'll have our team members reach out to you.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just signed up the other day, and it's a really, really good program.
Yeah,
and
it's reasonably priced too.
Yeah,
yeah,
very reasonably priced. Yeah,
that's the new CRM.
The
they
new
got
CRM,
rid of the other
yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they got rid of Lion's Desk.
That's the one the CAR used to provide for
Correct.
free, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It sucked. Sorry, Lion Desk.
Yeah. I'd been using it for 10 years, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, we're getting rid of it. And I go, what? Like, how can you get rid of it? And then they are replacing it with something, but it's like weird.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I decided I'm looking around, and I found Lofty at one of the real estate conferences that I went to, and I really liked it. So that's what I'm using.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
But perfect idea. Mm-hmm. I guess I didn't have an original idea, but definitely if I put something in there and then identify them as a buyer, seller, a vendor, whatever, then I can start just a regular normal drip campaign to them, and that way they're connected with me if they want to or not until they unsubscribe.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Just don't send them chili recipes. Like
no.
It drives me nuts when I see agents do that.
Yeah.
It's springtime, time for your casserole. Yeah, you're totally right, because I normally I have the QR code like on my phone, but I think I need to do that move where I'm like, yo, give me your number. I'll send you my card.
Yes.
So then I can follow up.
Yes.
Whoever it is. Even if I'm not going to follow up with them, I have them in my web.
Yeah.
He gave me that idea today, but I know he had given it to me earlier.
About a year
I think
ago.
last time he told us. And I was like, I'm doing that.
But since I'm a boomer, I forgot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I forgot. That's right. You got to hear it a couple times. It's the same as marketing, You got to get seen multiple times before anyone cares at all.
Yeah, the sentence I really like is, people don't need more information. They just need to be reminded. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. And as you get older, you need more reminders.
Yeah, even more.
And more reminders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get to the point where, like, you keep saying the same thing, and people are like, didn't you just tell me that? Like, yesterday?
Yes.
This is the part of the show where we've curated several videos, and I would love to get your reactions right here, right now.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. We do have a couple people in the chat. Do we want to do the chat first, or what do you think? What are you guys up for?
Yeah, let's do chat.
Video or chat?
Well, let's do videos.
Okay, all right.
Because
videos.
The chat might take us a while if we start answering some difficult questions.
Let's get these videos. Okay.
Yeah, let's get the videos.
So this is my number one networking tip for real estate.
I want to share with you a networking tip that has made a difference in my business. So here's what I do is when I go into a room where I don't know a lot of people, or I'm at a networking event, I'm going to watch. I'm going to find out who it is that when they came in, everybody shook their hand. Everybody wanted to talk to them. That is the person who has the most influence in that room. So what I'm going to do is I go up to that person and I just introduce myself, and then I say, hey, listen, what is it that you need help with that maybe I can add some value, and add some value to you in a way that helps you build your business. You see, when you come from a place of helping and serving that person, they're going to immediately, that's going to be different than anybody else that's coming to them wanting something from them. Also, before you get done, ask them, hey, just before I leave, who in this room should I know? Odds are they're going to walk you over there, they're going to introduce you to that person, and you're going to begin making connections. You see, when you observe the room and you understand who is the most influential person in there and you add value to them, they will absolutely add value back to you.
Thoughts?
I love the second part, but the first half I disagree with.
Yeah.
And
let's hear it.
the reason why I disagree is he just mentioned when somebody walks into the room who has the most influence, and that person, whoever that is, has the most influence, is probably a top dog. And he's used to a person walking up to them all the time, sending them emails. He's in the email inbox is flooded. And so what I would recommend is instead of walking up to them and asking them to do a job, like, how can I help you? I have to sit there and figure out, okay, like, what do I need help with? No, just do research beforehand. Maybe check out their website, check out their social media, check out their sales funnel, whatever the case may be, and ask, hey, I checked out your website, in your sales funnel, your headline was this. I think that if you change your CTA to this, I think it'll increase your conversion by that much. By that point, that person's like, oh my God, you did some homework. Like, I'm impressed. I would say do the work for them instead of asking them to do the work for you.
Do you think this new generation that is literally living on the phone, that's difficult to do? Like actually talking to a live person?
I think it's case by case.
Yeah. I'm not as young as you think I am, Joe. So I'm like almost 30 now. So I no longer associate myself with the younger folks.
Oh,
so
nice.
I don't know how the younger folks think anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with what you're saying, because I just want to touch on that, because I think it became kind of a trope to be like, always add value, or ask how you can add value. But then so many people started doing it, and you're totally right. It's like, I don't know, like I got my own stuff I'm trying to handle here. Somebody came up to me and they were like, one meetup, they were like, how can I add value? And I said the same thing. I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Then the next time they came up and they were like, hey, let me help you design a website. And I was like, actually, it's something I've been wanting to do. So then that got their foot in the door,
Right.
at least with me. So it's a huge difference.
He made it easy on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
I had my door shut and you shoved it open.
That's right. Freaking, that's right.
I didn't want you to come in, but you shoved it open.
I shoved it open, and it broke the lock off.
It did. Yes.
All right, next one we have: new wholesalers suck at networking.
It sounds like anybody can just kind of hop into this. Do you need any sort of regulation?
No, so you don't need a license to wholesale, right? All you need is just you know how to do it. We met a kid who was at a networking event, and he came up to me, and I was like, hey man, my name is Nick. So what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm a wholesaler. Great, like what's your market? He goes, oh, Connecticut, whatever I can. I was like, oh, cool, how many deals have you done? Oh, nothing. I was like, oh, cool. So like, when did you start looking into wholesaling? He's like, oh, I just started looking into it yesterday. And I found this meetup and I came here today. I was like, so you're a wholesaler who's never closed a deal. He's like, how about you? Do you close deals? And I was like, yeah, I close.
He should have led with, hi, my name is Name.
Yeah.
I'm interested in wholesaling.
That's
looking to learn more.
That's
Not,
what it
I'm
is.
an investor or I'm a wholesaler.
That's
Well,
why
how many deals have you closed
He
here?
texted.
It sounds like anybody.
Whoa,
I
harsh.
love that. I'm a huge proponent of just looking like a complete idiot. And by that, what I mean is when you own your flaws and when you go in there and say, hey, like, I'm a brand new X. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, I really need some guidance here. And you own your flaws. Most people want to help you, especially ones that are successful. They got there because they helped people.
Yeah.
So if you just own up to it and say, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Can you teach me? Like, can you like provide me with some guidance? I think you have a higher chance of getting help instead of saying, I'm X, but I haven't done any deals, or I'm a wholesaler, but I haven't done any deals. Like, you're almost trying to like putting your ego first.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. But I love that one.
I find this all the time at our meetups. I mean, I'll have usually brand new real estate agents come up to me and say, hi, Joe, I'm brand new in the industry, but I know how to work with investors. Oh, really? How many investors do you work with now? Oh, none. Do you own your own home? No. But somehow the state decided to give you a real estate license? Oh, yeah, that's easy to do. How many investment properties do you own? None. Okay, so where's this conversation going? Because I'm looking for people that know what they're doing, that they're experts, and I'm happy to train you to head that direction, but it's not just come up to me and I'm going to, throw you a deal because you're a brand new agent. It just doesn't work like that. And I think that's what that little video was all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can just be humble about it. You know, it's like our meetups. There's a lot of new people.
Yeah.
And the ones that are, you know, so endearing are the ones that are like, hey, I know nothing about real estate. I'm just coming here to learn, you know, find where like the path I'm starting on, you know. And a lot of people can remember when they were like that, and maybe someone will tap you on the shoulder and, you know, hey, start here, look here, or look here. That could be your start.
Yeah.
It's easier to coach you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, beginner mindset. All right. We also have our networking events worth your time.
Hey, yo, Aaron, should I go to networking events?
Sir, where are
Stick
you?
with me, folks.
Where
Hey, yo,
are you?
Aaron, should I go to networking events in my market or should I see them as competitors?
You should probably see them as competitors. I mean, the deal is that collaboration is key, so I want to be clear on that. When I say competitors, what I'm meaning is that they're not going to buy and sell real estate from you, right? So anybody I know who goes to those events on a regular basis is usually at mediocre levels of production. And the ones that are producing the most usually are just dialed in and focused, doing their plan, prospect, lead, follow, on appointments, negotiate deals.
Hey, yo, Aaron, should I go to networking events?
Interesting. What do you guys think before I say anything?
Yeah, but you're on the hot seat, so you have to answer the question first.
Okay. I'll just be real. I go to a lot of events. I speak at a lot of events, and I did notice majority of people that are always in team meetings, that are always going to caravans, aren't the most producing agents. And I agree with what he said. It's like, if you're busy closing deals, you probably don't have time to go to sit in a meeting or a networking mixer for 2 hours. And there's also top producers who, you know, religiously go to these meetings too. But most of the times, the top guys are usually never there, from my experience.
Yeah, you don't have the time.
But I think the broker preview meetings have just become a place to meet other agents and socialize. It has nothing to do with business.
Right.
Which is what it used to be, because then they get in their cars and they go caravan and they go see properties and, you know, talk about it that way. But now with everything that's on digital media and social media and websites, and it's like, it's almost like, let's go have some coffee and donuts this morning, you know, like talk to these people that aren't doing anything.
that's the way. Yeah, it's another way of putting it.
I don't go to them. Yeah.
Like you said,
last time I drug you guys just to experience it. Remember?
Yeah.
It was. Am I right? It was just like, let's have some coffee and donuts, and
you know, people kind of like rah-rahing themselves. But does it ever turn into actual productivity? I don't know.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
That's not to say, you know, there are producers that go to these events religiously and they build their business around that, but most of the time.
Well, and then I would say this too. If you want to get in the room with top producers, a lot of times they're then going to like masterminds or, you know, paying to be in
exclusive.
A next level. So there's like a barrier to entry. I don't know. So maybe get into those rooms next if you're. Just a thought.
I like that.
I think you should, when you're brand new, go to meetups.
Oh, yeah. If you're brand new, yeah.
I think you should, because really that's pretty much where everybody starts out nowadays, is there. And you're going to, you know, find people like you and me and Woo. And, you know, we're the type of people that like to help brand new people.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, you were behind the Zoom screen when I first met you, and like I plucked you out of there and said, hey, let's, you know, go buy me some lunch or coffee or whatever. And you bought me, I think you bought me lunch to begin with.
I just showed up at your office.
You did?
Empty-handed, yeah.
Oh, my God. And I let you in the door? Oh, my God. See?
Yeah.
I
take notes, everyone.
Things, you know?
It was different. It was COVID, so.
It was COVID, yeah. Did you have a mask on?
No.
No? Okay.
And I didn't have to.
It was a little bit different. Yeah. No, they should come and check it out, and you know, hopefully meet some people that are you know, to actually help them, at least give them a direction.
Right.
You know, whether they walk down that path or not, that's on them.
That's on them. Yeah.
That's on nobody else but them.
Yeah. Well, and then, you know, the meetup that you have, it's honestly people that are brand new, and there are some people that own, like, you know, 100 doors or doing like giant syndications. So you never know who's going to be there.
Yeah.
But I think some people become addicted to going to every single meetup, and then that's like now you're spending your whole time driving to these things, and you're never actually doing anything.
That's broker preview every week. You know, so, why are you going to that? Oh, because I need to go to that. You know, I need to see Ethel. You know, I haven't seen her in a week. Okay. You know, thank you.
Pretty good. Sorry, Ethel. First question in the chat here. We got Liz Barnett. What are some tips you have for networking for introverts?
Oh, we stumped him.
When we say you're an introvert, the first word that I think of is you're shy, and so you feel discouraged to walk up to people and starting up a conversation. If I'm being completely real, that was like never me. I feel like I was born extrovert, so I don't want to give you an advice that I personally didn't do myself, because I don't want to feel like a phony. Shoot, that's tough.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I would say you got to come out of your shell. There's no way around it. Networking is networking, and you're going to be shy, but force yourself to do it and see that these people are just people. And yeah, you're going to come across, like, there's going to be a few dicks here and there, but most of the people are going to be nice, and then that'll give you the confidence the next time.
Yeah, you need to just get out, put yourself out there, and just, you know, start baby step at a time. Find somebody that is going to be nice to you, and you know, spend a little bit more time talking to them. If somebody is not going to be nice, then move on.
Yeah.
You know, just find somebody else.
Right.
It's almost like dating.
It honestly is. And you can find the people that are like off by themselves too. So you're like, oh, we're, you know, introverts together, or whatever you want to do. But it's a mindset thing, and you gotta get out of your shell. There's no way around it.
No,
really.
there's not. There's not. You can go back into your phone.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No.
It's not good. Coach Steph asks, what is the funniest thing you have found when you consulted someone's online content?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh, okay. Let's get spicy.
Yeah.
No names. No names.
Just spicy.
No names.
I was auditing this real estate agent I met in Hollywood.
Yes.
And it was a girl,
I like
woman.
where this is going.
And I was digging through her online presence, and I found her OF.
Oh.
What's an OF?
You got to tell him.
OnlyFans.
Oh. Yeah, see, I had to ask because I don't know what that is.
It's like there
but
is
I've heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Yes.
the basic premise.
Okay, yes.
And
I know what that is.
Did she have
yes.
Realtor in her... her
In her OF?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. That was hilarious. Thankfully, I just had to send her like a PDF of her audit, so I didn't have to talk to her.
Right.
But oh man, I don't know if she was there in front of me and I was doing a live audit, I don't know what I would have said. I would be like, oh my gosh.
You're like, is this you? And you turn the laptop
I would
around.
have like opened it up and said, "Oh, let's talk about this." Like,
Well, see,
you
for
know-
you to be able to see it though, you have to pay. So if, yeah.
So
Well,
Joe takes out his card. He's
wait.
like, hold on, I need to confirm.
had you met her before? I
I met her
in
at an
person?
office meeting. Yeah.
Okay, well, was she good enough to pay? I mean, you know, she wasn't Hillary Clinton or anything, right? That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
You know, let's pay and review what you have here and see if we can incorporate this into your social media. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh man. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave that one there. Troy was in the chat. He's saying great points. He's calling Joe a cool boomer.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. Okay. And then let me see. As a relatively new business owner, what are some challenges you've experienced managing people? Some things you like about?
Yeah.
And things you don't.
And things you
And
don't.
things I don't. Yeah. So I'll answer that in two parts. Part one is the biggest hurdle that I had to come over as an entrepreneur was being okay with delegation. So last year when I was here, I was everything, marketing, sales, everything. And so I got so used to doing everything by myself, I almost didn't trust people. It's like, you're not going to do this as well as I can. So like, let me just do it for you kind of deal. But the second I just took the bullet and I just started hiring people in order to scale my operation. And there were times where I'm like, oh, I could have done this so much better. But I just kind of invested in them and just gave them my feedback and let them do the job instead of interfering with them. And so the thing that I learned from managing people is you can't, what's the word? You can't, there's a specific word I'm looking for. Micromanage. That's right. You can't micromanage ever. Like, people hate it. And so just giving them trust first and just giving them constructive feedback is what I learned to do. Now I also work with my wife and she just hates micromanaging. If you're listening, Monet, I love you. And so, yeah, she taught me a lot about how just trusting in people, letting them do the job, and then giving them feedback rather than stopping them and micromanaging them is the biggest thing I learned. And something that I hate is in the beginning, when you first start to hire people, the quality is going to go down because you're just not going to replicate yourself, but you can find 3 U's. So, for example, I recently just hired another person, and you're just not going to find someone that's just as good as you. But you can, like, for example, like, you're not going to find a unicorn, but you can find the horse, the horn, and the eyes separately and put that together and make one you. So that's kind of like the framework that I use, is that I'm never going to find somebody that's an S player, but maybe I will. Self-limiting thought, I hate it. But maybe I will. But it's easier to find people by piece and just put them together. I hope that helps. That helped me a lot.
I think that's totally true. My management styles, you know who Gordon Ramsay is?
Yeah, of course.
So that seems to be my management style.
It is?
No, I'm just kidding. Well, I was going to say, like, how do you, someone hands you something and you're like, this is a good start, but so what are some tips there, I guess? Like, how do you?
I think let me use the example of Harvard. This isn't my thing. I heard it from someone else. Harvard is known as like one of the best prestige like university, right? And it's not because they have the best education, but the best people that go to their college. So they have the best pre-qualification process. And in so doing, they're known as one of the best colleges, right? And so what I recommend is, instead of trying to, teach somebody to be the best, just hire good people. That means, you're going to have to go through. I recently had to interview 55 applicants before I found my one, and give them a trial task. And once they pass the trial task, give them a second trial task. Like, just give them the stuff that you're going to have them do on your actual job to see how well they do it. If they do well, hire that person. They already proved to you that they know how to do the job during the trial test. So that's what I recommend. Just hire people that's good already. Just pay them a little more. Mm-hmm. Pays for itself plus some.
I love that. Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, I could see like you getting discouraged at like your 53rd person. You're like, like losing hope in humanity. You're like, is this so?
Did you need to do 53 people?
55.
Like 55, like 25, you find your guy? It's like, obviously not. You had to go to 55.
Yeah. Real story, I'm not making this up. My most recent hire was the 55th person that applied.
Oh my God.
And I'm so glad I didn't close the job posting, because the last person that came on was like, he blew my mind.
Oh, it was literally the last guy that applied.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's the last guy that applied, and the last person I was waiting on for his trial task, and he crushed it. And I told Monet, I was like, we need to hire this guy like right now. He just so much better than everybody else. Yeah. So just interview as many people as possible, and you will find somebody good.
That's a long time to
Well,
wait.
it's like screening tenants too. You gotta make sure.
You have to be patient. Yes.
If you get lazy, then that's on you. You're like, they're pretty good. I'll just teach them the rest later. But it's just so many more headaches than just hiring the right person.
Right.
Yes. True.
That's why Joe hired you to his team.
Yeah.
Because you're the best.
Okay.
Yeah. You can call it that. Awesome. Woo. Always amazing. Thank you so much. You dropped some nuggets here. I hope everyone, takes it to heart and works on their own presence, the 3 pillars that we talked about. And when they need more help, how can they get a hold of you and, reach out for your services?
The best way to get a hold of me is you can find me across all major social media platforms. It's Woo, WOO, Kim Official. Woo Kim Official. Find me there. You can watch some of my content there as well. Follow me and we'll connect.
Nice.
You finally put up the banner. I see it from here.
No, yeah, I've been
took you
putting it
like
up.
an hour to press that button.
No, I've been putting it up.
Producer would have done it right away.
I've been putting it up intermittently. Your name, the banners, all that. I got you covered.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back here next week, and then
Who are we interviewing next week? We don't have anybody?
I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're out there and you'd like us to interview you live and in person Thursdays at 4:00, please reach out.
Yeah.
We like to hear all types of real estate stories.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you just started yesterday.
Yeah.
We want to know why you started yesterday, right?
Yeah. Why you started yesterday?
Yeah.
It helps if you're charismatic too. Like,
Yeah.
So
That helps. Yeah.
So, but we just want to talk to you guys. But thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to share this episode far and wide with any new or experienced investor in your world. We will see you next week. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
See you guys later.
See you guys.
If you want some more advice on real estate investing, reach out to us one-on-one.